Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Doom 64 Retribution. I'm Ultimate Mantoid, welcome to Map 8, Final Outpost. As soon as you press the first switch, you will get ambushed by a bunch of zombie men. Just run in a corner, use a chain gun. This light here on the floor is a little different. Step on it, and you can get out. So there's our exit. We just need to get there. The problem is that's a bunch of Nightmare Imps. So we're going to come back later. Kill those guys and you get to get out of the room. Use the wall, like on the left of the chain gun, to get your first secret. And as soon as you press this switch, literally just run back into this room. Because there's a bunch of lost souls. And here's our chainsaw. There's a rocket. Some health. Now when you press that switch, it will open up this wall and you can get out. However, we do want to grab one thing. This pair of goggles. And then use that and you can get out. Now I'm going to do something really risky here. And that paid off. Can you not? Thank you. So press that other switch and you'll get access to this sort of back and forth hallway. Yeah, goggles don't last long. As soon as you grab the super shotgun though, it literally changes the way that you go through this area. So instead of going like north, south, it goes east, west now. Or west, east, something. Anyway. Run straight into this, back into the corner. And get your blue key. Now, this blood splatter here is telling you where the last secret of the level is. Walk off and step back up and you'll be able to get to the teleport. But with the blue key in hand, we can now go in here, where we're about to get a nasty ambush. Press the switch and immediately run into the corner. I think they want you to use rockets here, but that's crazy talk. Chain gun is way safer. So run back here into this corner. And just hide. Just kind of take things little bit by little bit until you get to the Baron. Grab the rockets, the rocket launcher. Go ahead and get the rocket launcher ready. Press that switch and you'll be able to get the red key on the condition that you kill this guy. Now, press this and run straight back into the teleporter. I forgot. I need to make that again. I forgot there's a Berserk pack in there. So, grab the Berserk. It can come in handy. Now you're going to want to press this switch and come over here. So this next area, I'm going to go ahead and clear this guy out. So this next area is going to take a little bit of explaining. Hey. So, with that all done, here's where the puzzle begins. You see that plasma rifle up there? When you press the switch, it vanishes. Now, I'm going to try and explain how to do this puzzle the easiest way possible. You can literally pick any of these 8 pillars. I'm going to pick this one, just for simplification. I'm going to save it first. We'll save it right here, because I made a save for it. Now, I'm going to use this pillar. Now, there is no plasma rifle. I get 2 shots at this. That was the first attempt. Now, when I use this computer monitor, as you can see by the arrow in the floor pointing right to it, when I use it, it's going to give me a top view of the floor above where the pillars, the tops of the pillars are. Now there will be a hole when I get up there. You'll see this when I use the monitor. That hole, you have to think where the plasma rifle is in proximity to that hole. That's how you do the puzzle. However, we're just going to pick at random. And we failed. Well, I wonder. Let's, there's a bunch of switches here. Doom is all about pressing every single switch that you can find. All of them. It doesn't matter if they do nothing. Or if they repeat, you press it. You press that switch until it no longer works. Persistent, aren't you? Here, take this for the trouble. Two health. 2 health. And persistence pays off. That's what happens if you fail the puzzle, but continue to press the switches anyway. You press all of them, you get 2 health. So now, we're going to load our save. We're going to use this switch. Now remember, there is a hole there now. As you can see up there, that's where the hole is. Now I'm going to use this. You'll see the plasma rifle, and you have to quickly identify where it is in position to that hole that we just formed. Ah, okay, so from the camera was angled like this, which would mean that's our plasma gun. Now, if you go through and you press all of those, you won't get that 2 health bonus. The thing is that every time you use this camera, it changes which view it is. So, it makes things tricky. Or you can just look at it a couple times. Now, this room has the yellow key. Well, we can't get it, so let's go this way. Or how about this way? Okay, well, that didn't do anything. So let's press this one. Well, key is lowered, but now it's behind bars. Okay, so let's try this one. Well, no. Now it's elevated, but there's no bars. Okay. So what to do? Well, you exit the room. This yellow panel here, I want to show you something. Look at the design on that yellow panel. And look at the design on the yellow panel under the yellow key. Boom! And that's how you get the yellow key. Since we got a plasma rifle earlier, now, here's the end of the map, so I'm going to use the chain gun for this. I would highly recommend you use the plasma instead. And we done pissed off all the barons. Alright, so we're going to switch to the Unmaker and finish these guys off. And with that, carefully walk to the exit. Yeah, so the puzzles have been cranked up a notch. I mean, I had to in-depth explain how to get the plasma rifle because that's a really intricate puzzle. Then you have the little bit of a puzzle with the yellow key, but it's not as intricate. It's all about paying attention and being observant. And of course, when I was practicing this map, the very first time I got there, I did it and didn't even realize there was a puzzle. I was like, oh, hey, there's a big golden switch. I'm going to press it. Or a big golden wall. I wonder if it does anything. Then I was like, oh, hey, there's a door. I'm going to open it. And the yellow key was like right there lowered to the ground for me. So, yeah, you can just sort of faceplant your way through some of these situations. You can get lucky. But more often than not, that's not going to be the case, which is why I tried to take care to explain how these, how to solve them. And, of course, with some of the monster traps and ambushes, there's strategic ways to handle them, putting yourself in specific corners, and the like, so it's a tough map, especially for this to be the final, UAC base map, I think, in the rest of the game. So, it's not overwhelming. I mean, they go all out with the Lost Souls and the Nightmare Imps, though. Just Nightmare Imps and the Zombie Men and Lost Souls. They're your main adversaries. There's not a lot of, Hell Knights, which is kind of nice, considering some of the, previous levels used a lot of those. But, as you can see, Nightmare Imps will quickly rev up the damage if you let them, and especially if they're in some very nice strategic areas. But, with that, we're going to continue on to even simpler. You cackle as the familiarity of the situation occurs to you. The gateway to the demon's domain was too accessible. You realize the demons mock you with their invitation. It does not matter. The demons spawn like rats. You have the grade AAA UAC poison they crave. Your bloodthirsty scream shatters the teleport haze. Once again, you find yourself amidst. And with that, we will be heading into even simpler. Yes, even simpler. You'll just have to wait till next time, though, to see how much more simple it can get. I'm Ultima, and thank you for watching this episode of Doom 64 Retribution. I'll see you all at even simpler. Till next time, take care and have fun.